Most homeowners think water damage is obvious. But here's the truth. It's not. We walk into people's homes that are feeling sick almost every single day, and we find the mold growth hiding somewhere, either behind the baseboard, in the closet, on their ceilings, in their attic, their AC units. It doesn't matter where we find it, and they finally get peace as to why they are feeling so sick. So here's a story about one of my clients right now that we're currently working with. He lives in Wellington, Florida. He has a 2-story house. He's had it spray foamed. He thought he's been doing everything right. We went out there in early June, did the inspection, figured out exactly where he had mold. We inspected his AC unit. We inspected his ductwork. We found mold in both, visible mold in both. We found visible mold in his AC unit, which is where all the air circulates through. And then we found visible mold in his ductwork, where all of the cold air comes out of into your living space. And on top of that, we also found water damage underneath one of his windows. And we also found an issue in his garage. His AC unit was placed in his garage, which I don't recommend any builder to do anymore. I don't think they're even doing that anymore. But if you have an AC unit in a garage, it's probably not a good idea unless you're dehumidifying and or have it as a conditioned space. Because guess what happens? The AC unit sits there. You hang out in your garage. The garage, everybody knows, is hotter than the rest of the house. It's more humid than the rest of the house. The dew point is higher in the garage than the rest of the house, especially in South Florida and pretty much for the most Florida. And the machine starts to sweat. You have a sweating machine backed up to drywall, sitting on a wooden or drywall box, and it's just dripping very slowly. It's just sweating over and over every single day for 10, 15, 20 years, however long you drag it on for. And when we pulled his AC unit off, he was shocked. He did not believe what was hiding back there because it's hidden. It's behind his AC unit. He did not expect it to be there. And when he saw that, he really had some peace of mind that our detection and remediation plan did him service. He has peace of mind now because guess what? We removed a humongous chunk of a potential of a toxin in somebody's home. It's like having cancer in your body. You have to get rid of it or else it kills you. In your home, if you have mold, if you don't get rid of it, unfortunately, it does slowly kill us, especially when it's a water damaged mold like Stachybotrys, Chaetomium, and there's a few others that you do not want to stick around for a very long time. And on top of that, it wasn't just the drywall directly behind it. It was all of the drywall that was going up into the second floor, through the second floor ceiling and into the attic. So there was like 15 feet of drywall that was just covered in mold because the system was so, it was sweating so often and for such a long time. And on top of that, the ductwork, when we had that AC unit displaced, we pulled it out of its place and he got a chance to see how that plenum looked. Oh, he was just, honestly, he didn't have words because it was just, this is what he's been living with and he's been sick for so long. He's been sick for so long in his home that he developed CIRS, C-I-R-S. If you're not familiar with that, that's chronic inflammatory respiratory syndrome. And it's just a terrible thing. Now he coughs chronically. He can't control it. He's not a smoker. He's just been living in his house and he has a cough. So and on top of that, like I said, we found a leak on one of his windows with our moisture meter. Obviously, we don't do anything invasive during our inspection. We pulled the baseboard back And guess what we found? There was mold going all across that wall. Like it was 20 feet of wall that had mold growth, like visible, black, green, all different colors. He's been living with it, you know, and these are the kinds of things that we need to be looking out for, because everybody's always looking out for their immediate health symptoms. They're not looking at the potential environmental issues that you may be facing that can be causing these direct issues. Instead of going to your doctor, maybe get your environment looked at. Maybe look for yourself. Do you have any water damage? And so here's the thing is water damage is not always visible. And especially to the average Joe, when we indicate water damage issues to our clients, they're in shock that what we found is even a water damage indicator. So a lot of people are just not familiar with what water damage looks like. And that's part of the reason why we offer our inspection services, to help people figure out where all of the compromises are throughout their house. All of our inspectors are super highly trained. They get tested for their training. They're certified, and it's just so important to get these things looked at by somebody who's trained, because it could save you tens of thousands of dollars in the long run in terms of medical bills, seeing doctors, getting treatments. And the problem was in your house. So step one is get that environment checked. If your environment is satisfactory and does not indicate anything substantial to cause the issues that you're dealing with, then that's when I would say now you should go see a doctor. And that's not medical advice. I'm not giving any medical advice. But the point is you want to get your home checked. You want to get your living space checked. You want to know what you're dealing with, because there may be something causing you an illness inside of your bedroom. And we found it so many times over and over. And we want you guys to live happy and healthy lives at the end of the day. That is my goal in life. We want to help as many people as possible deal with these issues, because they're serious issues, and there's not much light being shed on this topic. And if you're buying a house, if you're planning on renting, if you care about your health, you know exactly what you need to do. You have to get that mold inspection done. Don't fall for the home inspector mold test trick, because that's not going to get you those answers. So if you're concerned about something hiding behind your walls, or if you just want some peace of mind and to understand whether or not your environment, the place that you live in, is in okay condition, now is your chance. Click the link down below, book a call with us. We'd be more than happy to chat and see if we can help you out.